Okay, so this is a quick tutorial on Snappic iPad photo booth software, and this is going to be about how to duplicate an event that you already have and create your next event. So I'm a DJ, and so each one of my weddings and my iPad photo booth clients are basically the same. They're going to be using the same things, no green screens and no custom templates and stuff like that. So once you go through the process of creating your first event, which can take a little bit once you figure things out and once you understand each of these menus, then basically all you need to do is duplicate it. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go up here where it says duplicate event, and I'm going to press that. It says, do you want to? Okay. And then it duplicates it. Okay. And now what you have to do is go into, not each one of these boxes, but we'll go into several of them. So this is the general info box. This is probably where you're going to do most of your changing. And so the names for my next client is going to be Aaron and Sean's photo booth. You do, and I just wrote this all myself. Take a pic, GIF, or boomerang video, then text it. Whoops. I think I had that. Then text it. And you have to remember to get rid of this little copy thing that they add here. That's caught me a couple times, and it'll end up, you'll see it on the iPad once you do it. So then you go down here, and let's change this to the next day, which is Sunday the 12th. Okay. And then you're going to say the event start date. And for me, I'm just going to say 10 in the morning. And theirs actually ends at 10 at night. So what I do is I'm going to go to 10:30. It doesn't really matter, but usually with weddings, people mill around for a while, and they might use it on their way out. And this also doesn't matter. This is really just for your reference as to where your past gigs were. This one's at Loon Mountain. Okay. And then you have to go into, you don't have to change anything in here. This is just some event options stuff, whether you're going to have, text messaging is available, and this is all sort of whether you're going to have digital props on, stuff like that. I want to keep all this stuff the same. My countdown in between photos is going to be 2 seconds. I basically don't even look at this anymore. I don't look at this. I have my GIFs on, the photo booths on, everything's the way that I want it. But you do need to go into your emails so that if anybody uses the email option, Sean, then this is what they're going to get they're going to get an email to their inbox. Now I'm going to copy this because I'm going to use it when we do the texting on the next one. Then they're going to get, this is who the email is from. It's from Aaron and Sean. And here's a photo from Aaron and Sean's wedding. Now you have to go into the text messaging option. And I'll just change this text message so that when people get the text message, it says, here's your photo from Aaron and Sean's wedding. So it's pretty personalized, kind of cool, easy to do. Okay, now the rest of it I am not going to change. These are the photo templates that I like to give as options for people. And then these are the filters that I like to give it as options, even though there's other filters you can choose. These are the ones that I thought were only relevant really for weddings. And then these are the digital props right here. I just put all the digital props in and they can choose them. These are the 2 GIF animation frames that they can choose, and these are the 2 boomerang ones. Now the only other thing I have to change here is the photo. Okay, so I have the next client's photo on my desktop right there. Now the photo does have to be a specific size. I believe it tells you somewhere around here. So if it's not, then you'll have to resize it and make sure that it fits. And that actually looks really good. So it shows you what it's going to look like if you have the iPad in landscape mode or if you have it in portrait mode. Actually, I've been using the iPad in landscape mode a lot more just because I like the screen experience more. I know that it puts the camera off to the side, but even having the camera at the top for portrait mode, people still do have a difficult time knowing where the camera is. You sort of have to point it out to them during the cocktail hour and make sure they understand how to use it. And once they figure it out, they're good for the rest of the event. But I actually think it's a better experience having the iPad in horizontal mode. So this is usually what the picture will look like. That looks great. So this really personalizes the experience just for the whole wedding in general. You don't see it, but up here it'll say, welcome to Aaron and Sean's wedding, and it'll say the wedding date, please take a pic, blah, 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 below, and then you'll have your option here for a pic, a GIF, or a boomerang, and that's what the iPad will look like. And then you press Save Changes, and boom, this event is ready to go, and that's it. Probably took me 5 minutes to set up an event. So once you have an event, easy to go ahead and duplicate it, but you just have to make sure that you go in and you change their personal information, at least here at the general info, the email, the text messaging, and their personal picture. Okay, hope that helped somebody, and we will see you on the next one.